Hey guys, today I wanted to basically it's not so much a rant video, but it's more of like a hey, I'm just switching some things up essentially. So, recently, to kind of give you a little bit of a backstory, I've been using this plugin called Switching Multistream, and it comes highly recommended, if you wanted to kind of like modify your own stuff and I guess for the better part of a year, right? Since last year, I've been using Ada Multistream. It comes highly recommended from a lot of creators like Senpai Gaming and Nutty, right? The only downside that I think I've actually found is that the only downside with Atom, really strictly, and I've used a lot of Atom products, is that essentially, uh, you know if you're streaming on two platforms, they're using two separate encoders, which can really be essentially very taxing on your system, especially if you don't have a powerful system. Um, and so I was just dealing with it for a little bit and everything, but recently I have found that it either my OBS crashed or something goes incredibly wrong every single time I don't have enough space or some, like, either OBS crashes or my stream crashes or something along those lines happens. And so I was trying to find, I guess, for the better part of a few months, as I was dealing with depression and stuff, last year, I'm trying to find a good replacement, but I couldn't find one. I didn't know what other ones apart from like Stream IO and everything like that until I found Penguin Z Zero's video, him talking about, I guess, Restream IO, um, using him in an ad, right? Obviously, he doesn't care, right? I mean, it's not a big deal, but obviously they didn't ask him about it. But like, again, he doesn't care. But he was just talking about how he doesn't even recommend Restream IO. He recommends Sorayuki. I was like, okay, so what is Sorayuki? After doing a little bit of just typing in the Google search bar, I found that it was a free OBS plugin, and it was really simple to set up. I actually have it set up on my OBS right now. And I might actually give it a shot. I'm obviously still utilizing StreamerBot for the multi chat and everything like that. But and so obviously, I think the benefit for utilizing Atom is that I can in one stream and then raid on another. Um, and But I think, with everything, um I'm kind of excited to use Sorayuki. But like I said, I think with when I was watching Penguin Zero's video, which I you know watch his videos on occasion, like I watch Asmongold's videos on occasion, but those are two creators that I have the utmost respect for. Um Essentially, uh you know Atom is great and all, but it's just such a hog, I guess you could say. And I unfortunately don't have the PC capabilities. Until I can actually save up some money. Maybe I'll get like a Starforge PC or something. Save up money to get a Starforge PC. Because it comes highly recommended by Asmongold and Penguin Zero or whatever, and a lot of other creators, really. Um, and I just remember, Linus Tech Tips kind of dubbing it like the penis rocket company. I thought that was hilarious, but got me a little bit of a chuckle. But yeah, essentially, I'm just switching over to another multi-streaming tool, right? And obviously, I don't know. Like, I obviously I'm looking at it right now, and I could start all, stop all, or start them individually if I ever so chose and wanted to. Or I think it kind of is. I don't know. Maybe it's similar to restream or to aid a multi-stream where you can't actually start, like say for instance, if Twitch is your main encoder, right? Um, and you want to start your YouTube stream, you can't technically do that without starting Twitch or something like that. Maybe that's the case. I don't really know. But I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, so I'm just making some changes, and obviously with the whole rebrand thing that I'm going through right now, and just with everything that's happening with that, the one thing that I will say with the whole rebrand thing, I think I'm going to forego trying to, personally speaking, of course, this is just me. I don't use Reddit, I don't use Twitter, I don't use Instagram. Those are the three platforms that I just don't use and I don't feel like using. The only things that I ever used and that I ever really needed was Twitch, YouTube, and Discord. Obviously, those three platforms are, doing stuff that, not a lot of people agree with. But those are the only thing that I have. Those are the only thing that I use, right? So obviously with the whole rebrand thing, obviously, it is what it is. But at the same time, it's like, okay, so whatever. Essentially, the moral of the story is that I'm switching up just multi-streaming tools, right? But I think maybe somewhere along the lines, once I get a job and save up enough money, maybe I'll get a Starforge PC or an Apex gaming PC or whatever. But I might be leaning more toward, because of I made a video reacting to Ackman TV about like the RAM shortage and how PC gaming is kind of ruined. I might actually save up for a Starforge PC. I think that's where I'm kind of leaning my chips in, because of this RAM shortage situation. If you want to go check out that video, leave it a like and everything like that. Please do. It really would help, push it into the algorithm and everything like that. And so, yeah, and like I said, I just wanted to talk about, the changes coming to this channel. Obviously, I'm not changing up my content in any stretch of the imagination. But obviously, with everything that's happening with the RAM shortage and everything, I don't know whether or not things will get better, or whether or not I know I said a lot of things in the video. So if you want to go check it out, I will leave, like, it's on my channel. Obviously, it's only a few clicks away and everything. But yeah, so obviously things are happening, right? And I'm rebranding. A lot of my friends are rebranding. And so yeah. And but other than that, that's about it. That's all I really wanted to talk about. This was just more of an informational video about what's happening on the channel and everything like that. And obviously I have two separate names on my on both my Twitch and YouTube. So once I get the name that I want, obviously I have to wait a little bit for Twitch. But once I do that, I think I'll be happier and, better off suited. But yeah, and or maybe I'll just, keep this YouTube channel, keep the YouTube channel different from the Twitch channel and everything like that. So who knows? I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But overall, I think I'm really happy with the way things are turning out and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, I'll catch y'all later, and stay happy, stay healthy, and everything like that. Look after yourselves, and all that jazz. I'll catch y'all later, guys. Peace.